Hey guys, welcome back. Keith here tonight, hanging out with Jesse. On the bench, we have Kyosho's new Mad Wagon 1/10 scale electric monster truck. Hey guys, Keith here, hanging out on the bench with the giveaway truck tonight. Just going over a few plans with Jesse. We want to get this thing out the door, get it to you guys right away. So this weekend coming up, we've promised ourselves we're going to get this rear cage done, get the front bumper done, get these side skirts done, and we want to do the draw like in the next 15 days or so. So stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed. You're going to see a lot of shorts and a lot of stuff pushing this guy out. Now, a couple of our friends have stepped up with a few more things to throw away into the giveaway draw. As you know from our last video, I told you our friends at ProNoobRC had asked to give away our ProNoob ProNooBRC pit mat. You'll get that as it stands with the ProNoob decaling and all the dirt and stuff on there. We're going to clean it up a bit more, but it's a little bit stained. It's got some rust on it and stuff like that from weathering and such, but you know, that's just part of it. They've also sent out a tube of Utter Butter, the nice new cream or the light colored stuff, their newest compound. Very nice stuff. It's a super waterproof grease. It's just great stuff. We love it. We use it in all our stuff. And so you get that, the pit mat, and our friend Jared at Aren't You Scale, we'll put a link to it in the video, sent us this really nice homemade pull pal. I believe it's called a pull pal. Goes in on the end of the winch. It digs down into the ground. Very nice if you don't want to sit there and hold the end of your winch line too. So you can hook it up behind some rocks. It can cantilever. You can even pull on this side of it. Whichever is going to work for you. Plus you can also hook another line onto the shackle. So if it buries down into the ground, you can actually winch him back up out of the ground. Because if you've ever had to bury a tire or something to get your full-size vehicle out, you know how much fun it is getting that tire back if it gets buried. So it's nice to have a line to pull it out. Very cool design. You guys will get that in there. He threw in a couple of tree loop lines to wrap around a tree. Tree savers, I believe they're called. Yeah, another one here with a nice little choke loop. Pretty cool stuff. But anyway, you guys will get that in with the truck. I'm sure in the next little while there'll be some more stuff added into the giveaway. So now that's what we're rocking with. Remember guys, all you have to do is like, subscribe, share the video, and just make sure you're subscribed. Pretty much all you got to do. We're looking at about 9,000 people in the draw, so should be pretty easy. The odds are pretty good. Once this one is done, we can start on the next one. Jesse and I own so many trucks, it's just fun to kind of build, start giving back to you guys. So anyhow, stay tuned. We'll see you on the next one. Hey guys, we've got this sent out from our friends over at Eliminator RC. They asked us to do an unboxing on this for you guys, so let's get this box open. There we go. Sweet, nice little electric 10 scale truck. Nice packaging. I like it. Like this new style that everybody's going to. Big fan of my investments being protected. Look at that. No zip ties, no drama. Okay, inside the box, of course, we've got the box of goodies. Okay guys, in their package we have the Kyosho Synchro KT231P Plus radio. Very decent 2.4 gig radio, very comfortable. Kyosho has always been very nice quality. Nice rubber grip on the back, feels pretty good. It's better than just the plastic molded seam on there, so I like that. 3-position switch down here. Angled wheel for extra ergonomic comfort when you're holding it. And you've got your basic trim adjustments back here. Steering trim, dual rates, throttle endpoint adjustment, which is nice. Your throttle trim, all your basic stuff like that, and you do have your reverse and switches here, and you have a nitro 70-30 switch on the back, or you have a electric 50-50, so you can have reverse or forward. very cool. Make sure you rebind your radio after you make that adjustment, or else your car is going to want to take off on you. So, okay, you also get, of course, your manual. It's going to have all the information, your safe operation, all that good stuff. Pre-checklist of first things you should be doing before you go out running it. Very nice, very detailed. How to set up all your knobs and switches, programming of your ESC. It looks like a Hobby Wing ESC in there. We'll check that out again, but I'm pretty sure it's just a Hobby Wing. So they're very user-friendly, very simple. Tons of information in the Kyosho manuals. Very good. And there should be, oh yeah, we got a full adjustment and pretty much build layout for everything in here. So always fantastic pieces. Don't ever get rid of your manuals, guys, especially when they're good ones like this. Keep that. Then in the parts bag we have a really nice wheel wrench. That is a really nice piece. Comes with a 5.5, a 7, an 8, and a 10. That would be choice for even our SCX6s. You get a little bit better grip on there instead of what we're using now, so that is pretty cool. And you get this really nice Kyosho KB10, what do you call that, tag 2mm driver? I think that's a 2mm. I'm gonna tell you, that's a 2mm driver. So you get a 2mm driver with it. That is pretty cool. You don't get any batteries for the radio. Now that's just to keep the cost down for you guys. They're gonna run on 4 batteries. Very simple, very easy. So pop 4 batteries in there, you're good to go. Now, enough about this stuff. Let's talk about the feature. Okay guys, so this rig, Jesse and I looked at it. We did a debating. We hit the old Google. We checked it out. We have determined the body is modeled after a 1960s Chevy Suburban. It's got this little overhang with little marker lights and stuff like that. Very choice, very nice looking body. It's very iconic. Comes in 2 colors, blue and gray, obviously with the white background, but yeah, the gray looks fantastic on it. The blue also looks really good. Tires on it are 2.8s. Really nice compound on those. The wheels are very heavy duty. They're not thin. They have huge webbing in the back. We should actually pop it off and show you guys. They're very nice, very strong. A-arms on the bottom are solid. They're not hollow or cut away, so they look very, very strong. Let's pop this body off. We can show you guys everything a little bit better. Oh, also on top of the body, since this guy's going to do a lot of skidding and sliding, they put skid plates on top of the body, which is very nice. That's going to help save the body quite a bit. Nothing about the front side. That's going to burn up the front still pretty good, but hey, that's decent. I like when they take extra step there. Okay guys, now we have the lid off, we can take a look at everything underneath the hood. Starting at the bottom here, we got the 3mm chassis, very decent, very strong. It's better than having plastic down there. The diffs kind of hook into it, which is very nice, very strong. The differentials are actually 8-scale buggy from the Neo ST 3.0. So those are going to be tough. They're a 4-gear differential inside with a full metal gear ring and pinion on them, so they're going to be super strong. Top half of the chassis, we have this huge brace, and you notice this brace ties the front differential to the center motor mount to the rear differential. A lot of them cross over and they don't tie that piece in. Now you can tell this guy is built to take a beating when they think about and keeping it from flexing, because flexing is damage and breakage and stuff. So this guy is built rock solid. Again, the solid arms on the bottom. They went with a solid camber link on the top, which on a basher you're going to want to have that solid. It's better to be able to take a hit and actually let that whole unit flex instead of having a metal threaded joint where it will break. The steering links are adjustable. That might be, like I said, there's no flex left in there. That might be the only weak spot I would see on these entire trucks, is these steering links. Everything else is so big and strong, I wouldn't even worry about it. Yeah, it's got a battery tray on the side. We can fit a standard hard case 2 or 3S LiPo in there. ESC tucked in the back. It's a waterproof. They're calling it a Brains 10, but I'm pretty sure it is a rebranded Hobby Wing. It looks like a Hobby Wing Max 10, I think it is. Also, we've got this really big, call it the Torx 10L, 3668 centraless motor. It's a 2850 kV centraless motor, long can. I believe it is a 4-pole long can motor. Very nice. So we have a front differential, we have a rear differential, we have a slipper clutch in the middle. Slipper clutch adjustment is actually tucked just underneath here. Should be pretty easy to get to. And then you have your just standard dog bone out drives to run from your motor mount or your ring and pinion, whatever you want to call it, down to your differentials. The top steering rack is aluminum plate, so you have the aluminum plate top and the aluminum plate, your chassis, on the bottom, so that is going to be bulletproof. All the steering horns and everything are oversized on your rack, or whatever you want to call it. Just beautiful. She's built nice. The shocks are plastic, they're non-threaded, but you do have the clips where you can adjust the pre-tension on them. They do feel really nice. They have a nice plush to them. Could use a little thicker oil in the front. You can see we got a bit of a bounce there, but also they haven't been cycled out of the box yet, so we'll run them for a bit, cycle them. Axles, drive axles out to the wheel. They are a plastic telescoping axle. Traxxas has used this style for years. Other brands have used this style for years. I think Kyosho has done this on many types. It works. I think even the X-Max comes running on big plastic axles like that. Don't be scared of them, guys. They actually stay in and stay together better than having a dog bone in there. They could take more of a hit and just hold up better. So, out back we got this adjustable wheelie bar, and you'll see here it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 positions. So pretty much in the 4th position, you can have that guy stood right up. Right out of the box, it's going to give you nice little wheelies, but we're probably going to move that up before we take it outside. Yeah, adjustable body mounts, that's pretty standard nowadays. She does sit nice and low. I do like the stance. You'll notice the wheels sit fairly low. Okay, on this side, guys, we have the radio box sitting in front of the motor with the servo in front of that. The radio box is waterproof with a seal on it with a nice little antenna run at the top. You might want to put a rubber cap on there if you plan on swamping it pretty hard, but I would just keep it from doing that. That just ruins them, yes. We have a Metal Gear servo up front. It is just a standard stock Metal Gear servo, but it is nice to see that it's Metal Gear servo. I think it's 9 kilograms. It's not really rated at the highest or the strongest, but this truck is small. He's very light. It's going to do fine, and it's going to spend most of its time on the wheelie bars and the back tires, so that will do sufficiently. Tires on it, very nice. I like the compound. They're fairly heavy duty. We're going to see how these grow and expand on 3S. Okay, about the 3S, you guys, right here on the side of the box says it is 3S LiPo compatible. Before you huck a 3S into your truck, you need to read the manual thoroughly, not just flip through it like I did. Take your time, go take a bathroom break and go take a read and find out if they recommend changing the pinion gear on the motor. A lot of times when you go to 3S, you have to do some work to the vehicle. You can't just buy it out box stock and throw it in, especially if it says compatible. If it says 3S ready, good to go, but if it says compatible, it usually means it's going to need a pinion gear and a motor adjustment. So I'm going to take a flip through this. We'll give you an update just in a few minutes. We got to get this guy ready to go, get a battery in him, and we're going to go outside and cut some jumps, have some fun, rip some wheelies. We are going to bring a wheelie bar up because I know right there that's going to cut our fun down. We like to ride wheelies across the yard. So anyway, I got to read this like you guys should do with yours. I'll come back with the answer anyhow, but we'll see you guys in a few seconds. Okay guys, took a quick flip through the old manual. Very good manual, lots of build information like I said earlier in there, but it says twice in there this vehicle can run on 2 to 3S LiPo, so we're gonna put a good solid 3S LiPo into it with a good high C rating, so it's not gonna cause any heat by having a crappy battery, and we'll just keep an eye on the motor temperatures and go from there. So we'll see you in a couple seconds outside ripping some.
know if I got it on camera, but...
Scrape some plastic off from doing wheelies up the ramps.
Nice.
Well, that's one very, very tough 10 scale electric monster truck, you guys. No cracks, no bangs. We were skying this thing 15 feet, landing straight on the front. You know, operator error, getting used to the truck. As you notice, as we got on more jumps, you get comfortable with it, we started landing it proper. But yeah, we sky dived it into the front bumper multiple times. This nice old classic bumper is actually part of the chassis bumper and protects the body very nicely. I heard a couple times the tire bit the body right here. That's where it is. So the front tires are actually hitting the body pretty good right here in the front. But you know, you're gonna get that. Actually, both sides pretty good hitting there. So super minor. That's what you're gonna get with a monster truck. That's just part of the deal. And remember, that is also in crashing. When we're hearing that, that's a lot of force because being pushed up and all the way back. Servo saver's getting maxed out and it's driving it into the body. So no fault of the design. That's just abuse, right? So I give this guy a 10 out of 10 for durability. The power is on point. It runs great. Motor temperature after running for that long, it's not bad. It's a little warm. I wouldn't mind seeing that a little cooler. ESC temperature wise, it does have a fan in the ESC. ESC is not bad. I would recommend dropping at least 1 or 2 teeth out of the pinion gear. It does seem like it is geared a little bit tall to be running on 3S like we discussed earlier in the video. So out of the box, I would recommend a 2S LiPo setup on it and then doing a little bit of gear reduction on it before you go to the 3S. It will just work a lot easier and a lot better for the truck. I know it sounds like you're gonna make it slower by gearing it down, but it'll actually make it quicker. It's just how it works. Don't ask me. It's all science. The tires ballooned, of course, we knew they were going to, but they didn't get ridiculous. Of course, when they're ballooning up, that's when they're hitting the body. Like I was saying, I was wide open spinning, tires are flopping around, all that stuff. Besides that, they didn't get stupid. They maintained good handling still, so they didn't go all pizza wheel and just start pulling your truck around, because that's what you don't want. As long as you can still control them when they're ballooning, it's not that bad. Servo held up great. It didn't give out. The shocks are not leaking. Suspension is good. A heavier oil, you could see when we were landing the back flips, we were doing a bounce up over front. That's just not enough rebound in the shocks. So a little bit heavier oil. It's already got like a 30 weight or so oil in there, and it does come with other shock pistons in the bag. So a couple things you could play with, go with that. But anyway, a couple things to go with and play with that. That sound right? Go and play with it. Just a couple things you guys can do for some shock tuning down the road. Anyhow, check this guy out, the Kyosho Mad Wagon. Cool looking body on it. You can add headlights to it, which is very nice. It looks pretty cool all lit up. Great little unit just for having fun on. Heck, you could even take this on a racetrack and have some fun. The handling capability is on point. It is very decent. Yeah, guys, be sure to check these out over at eliminatorrc.com. Check out their website for these. Also, Kyosho America has them. I think they're $389 US, so whatever that works out with exchange in Canadian, 400 and something bucks for them. Great deal. Christmas coming. Probably going to be a sale on everything up soon too, guys. See you on the next video.